Well, they say an early season snowstorm may be on deck in less than 48 hours, but today is picture-perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Ready, 250.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
180, like 22. Hey, exit.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it's a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Bravo. Easy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And now it's 3rd down.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
You got time right there. Hey.
Again, it's Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got Burton here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now Balaj. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Hey, Orbit.
Now Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man, I got you. Ran, up. Twist. Tighten up. Shift. Ran, up. Check 37.
Trubisky will throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back. Alert.
Balaj. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, Echo. Mike 51.
From the 41, Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Safarian Jenkins has it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. The clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Check three. Ran, up. 51 to Mike. Topper.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ball. 51. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 51. Pilot 64. Weak. Here I come. Ran.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Trubisky, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They run. This is Scarborough. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set, 180. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check it out, check it out. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 40 got, 40 got. 58, right over there, right over there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go, let's come across. Hey, ball. Check 13.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Being chased out left. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Hey, dude. How you getting the headache? How you getting the headache? 51, Mike. Mike 51.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Watch the slant. Wahoo. 51 to Mike. Let's go. Let's use this.
Now Trubisky on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now Trubisky to throw. This is Miller, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come out here in the eye.
I got one. Check. Lucky. Shift. Watch the shift. Check. Fresno.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more?
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
51. Easy.
To throw is Stafford. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey. 58's the mic. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead. And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame. The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Lock in, lock in. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Here's Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
He's coming, he's coming.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Hey, Mike 7.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Robinson's got it. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Trubisky now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! 6 guys! Hey, Haywood!
Trubisky to throw again. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. His 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
33-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Set. 280. 59. Blue down. Big edge.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 49. Check 49. 36. 59.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready. 32. Let's set a tone, fellas. General West. Hey.
This is Scarborough. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Easy. 58, come on. 58, exit. 58 to Mike, 58.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And he's into the clear. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
That's a touchdown right there.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. At 25. Ran,
From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the ground, this is Johnson. And an alley to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Underneath for Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Man, up. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Trubisky. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They come out here in the eye. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
18.
They run. It's Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Johnson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
32. Bravo. Hey.
Now Stafford. And he'll find Hall. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Easy, easy. Watch the slant.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Jump, 53, ready.
Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Scarborough. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you. 58's the money. Hey, Echo. I'm coming after you. Hey.
Here's Stafford. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
South, baby. That's baby South. Slam, 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 slam.
They run it with Balaj. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 35's the mic. Nice, read up. Hey, foxtrot.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Hard throw, incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
58, Mike. I'm here all day. 58, Alpha. Mike, 58, right there. Get him. Hey, give me radar. Well, 58's the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
Blue 60. I'm going to come back to you. Zebra. Back to you.
One last throw here for Stanford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Bears, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.